Okay, so let's get started with the prep. This is a day or two in advance, preferably 2 days, maybe even 3. You can prep the pork butt. Of course, the difference between pulled pork and Mexican carnitas is basically the cooking method and the spices used. So what we're going to do first here with this boneless pork butt, it's about a 4-pound pork butt, 4 or 5 pound. We're going to go ahead and just get yourself some paper towels and just wipe the pork butt dry. We're using 2 kinds of spices, or I should say 3. Get yourself a completa. You can get these at most Latino stores. Complete Badia brand, or you can get Goya makes one too. Complete season. It's basically onions, garlic, and a few other spices there. And then this here is salt, pepper. That's all it is. It's about a 60 to 40 ratio, more pepper than salt. Of course, it's coarse sea salt and coarse cracked black pepper. So once we dry the meat out, let's go ahead and start cubing it. Let me get this cubed up, and we'll be right back. Okay, so I cubed it up already, basically in about 2-inch cubed meat. One thing I wanted to clarify, if for some of you guys that realize that I am leaving the fat cap on there. While we're doing the cook, the searing and the braising, this fat's going to start releasing juices. After we do the initial cook and it starts braising, it's also going to continue to braise in its own juices with the fat. Once we're getting ready to shred it, we can actually take away all the fat. Start seasoning the meat, and basically we'll start with the Badia Complete first. I'll bring you in a little bit closer once we've seasoned the meat, so you can see how it looks before we wrap it up. Keep in mind that this doesn't necessarily have to be a smoked product. You can actually do it on your stove top. Just follow pretty much the temperatures that I'm going to be posting. Okay, so you can see the pepper, salt, and the Badia Complete pretty much all over the 2-inch cubes of meat here. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up. Okay, so we got this already all cubed up. We got our butcher paper here, and thus the moisture of the meat is going to be pulled by the spices and the salt and the pepper. Mainly the salt. It tenderizes better when you leave it in paper. So you've seen me do this on pulled pork. I'm going to basically do the same thing. We're going to start with the first fold, and basically the fat cap's not present here because we've cubed the meat already, so we don't have to take note of where the fat cap's at. But we'll fold this over here. This is going to absorb most of the moisture down here. One fold over. And there we go. This will be ready to put in the fridge, and we'll come back in a day or 2. You guys don't have to wait. You'll see me right away. steady at about 300. We're going to try to get some of that fat to render on the pan. We'll check it in about 30 more minutes. I want to give it at least a solid hour. It's about 40 degrees out here right now. You can see my hot breath. It's going to be a rough one today. So our barbecue dial says 300, but we're more like 318 right on the grate. So we're going to take a look at how these carnitas are coming out. Oh man, look at that. See if I can get a flash on this. There we go. They are starting to look like they're rocking. So we're an hour and a half in. I'm going to start turning these things around so the other side can get smoke, since we do have it on a skillet here, or an iron cast pan. One side's not getting full smoke. So we're going to turn these over and continue to cook probably for about another hour or so, and then we're going to get ready to put this in the Dutch oven. Adding some onion to the fire. Does it add any taste? Who knows? It's right quick. I wanted to actually see what degrees we're at. 167. I just threw a log in to have this thing open. 168. I think we just might just go a little sooner on the Dutch oven. Let me start bringing it over here. So we're getting ready to put the Dutch oven in. The bay leaves and the bottom layer of onions are there just to protect the beef, or the pork, I'm sorry. These are chopped onions that should disintegrate with the garlic. So we're going to get ready to go ahead and put this in the grill. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and add the remaining ingredients. We put a layer of onions on the bottom. We switched over the pork from the iron cast pan to the Dutch oven. So what we're doing is putting in some lime right here. Some orange. We're actually going to leave the orange peel in there. This is what's going to caramelize inside the Dutch oven and actually give it a brown color. And then chopped up the garlic and onion, and we're going to throw that. That's going to kind of disintegrate within the pork. Then my boy's going to put in the Coke and the beer. Go ahead, Dad. You can hear that simmering already. And I'll get you guys in a close-up right now. Let me just mix this up. So that's how it looks here. We're going to go ahead and top it off. Come back in about an hour and a half. Maybe an hour. We'll see. 3.5 hours in. And we opened up the Dutch oven so the liquid can actually start lowering, and we'll wait for that to continue. So just real quick, I want to show you guys that the meat is still under 200, almost there. Okay, we're at 200 and some pieces, but not all. We're gonna let it continue. See, 172, 173. We're gonna need to stir this. 185. They're all in different temperatures. So we're gonna continue to stir this. Let the water dissolve, and once it's at a point where the water's a little bit lower, we'll go ahead and take them out. So this is pretty much ready. We're gonna take it out and actually put it in a pan with some of this juices. So the last part of this cook is gonna be phase 3, where we take out the braised pork and we fry and crisp it up. So the carnitas is pretty much done. We've crisped them up, and so we're gonna serve them on a corn tortilla and get ready to make a plate.